This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
American Bash started July 1st, Philadelphia, then went to Washington, D.C., Memphis, Norfolk, Virginia, Richmond, Roanoke, Charleston, West Virginia, Charlotte, North Carolina, Fayetteville, North Carolina. We saw the World Heavyweight Championship change hands. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, defeated Ric Flair inside a steel cage. Then it all comes right here, the grand finale to the greatest wrestling event ever. Ric Flair goes after Dusty Rhodes and that world's heavyweight title inside a steel cage right here at Atlanta's Fulton County Stadium tonight. Think about it too. Magnum TA. He's going to go after that second win. Nikita Koloff, the Russian Nightmare, has 3. He can make it 4 tonight. He could become United States heavyweight champion. And then Magnum TA's nightmare will come true. The Great American Bash has been fireworks, skydivers, David Allen Coe, the greatest wrestlers in the world. Jim Crockett Promotions has brought you the best in the world. And it's all going to be the final finale tonight, right here at Atlanta's Fulton County Stadium. You're going to see the best. It's going to be fantastic. The awesome wrestlers.
You know, man, he wasn't, it wasn't scripted. It wasn't planned. It was from the hip. You could tell it was from the hip, but I still got chill bumps when that music kicked in. Great stuff, man.
Especially seeing the Marlboro sign brought me back.
And I love just seeing the tape machine in the dugout spinning. Yeah. Here you are in studio.
Welcome back to World Championship Wrestling. I'm Tony Schiavone with you today. A very special program. As you heard, David Crockett recorded this morning at Atlanta's Fulton County Stadium talking about the biggest, the finale, the big one, the Great American Bash at Atlanta's Fulton County Stadium. In just a few minutes, the gates will open. The fans will start pouring in for the gigantic matches that you will see tonight at Atlanta's Fulton County Stadium.
Slow down.
The point that David Crockett also brought up about a new world heavyweight champion. Nature Boy Ric Flair lost to the American Dream Dusty Rhodes. And for the third time, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes is the heavyweight champion of the world. Today on this program, an in-depth interview with the new world champion and also the former champion, Nature Boy Ric Flair. We'll talk about a new man who has no hair on his head, Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Viant, and much more on this special edition of World Championship Wrestling leading up to our big finale in Atlanta tonight, the Great American Bash. With me, first of all, the Russians. To my right, Crusher Khrushchev.
Oh, Lord.
And to his right, the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff. And I know, gentlemen, what's on your mind, first of all, is the world's 6-man tag team title.
That's right. But first of all, Dusty Rhodes, you did accomplish something. You accomplished something that every professional wrestler wants. And that's that world title. But what you haven't realized is how are you going to defend 2 world titles? The 6-man world title, along with the Road Warriors, and the world title. You're going to have to. So there's no way you can defend both titles. So you better find somebody, because that's our dream, is to take the world 6-man title back to the Kremlin with us. And I have a little revenge I want to do with the Road Warriors. Isn't that right, Ivan?
Yes, there is nothing that's going to stop us, Crusher. Nephew Nikita feels the same way as I do and Crusher does. World 6-man tag team trophy belongs to us. Dusty Rhodes, Great American Troublemaker, and Road Warriors. It's a matter of time before we get it back. And like Crusher brought up, you go find somebody to take your place, and we'll beat them up also. Because that's what we have in mind, to take our trophy back, and nothing will stop us. Now, yes, this Great American Bash has created a lot of interest, has drawn attention from different wrestlers I see coming into the area. There's Buddy Landell, there's Bill Dundee, there's Captain Redneck, Dick Murdoch, Jayhawkers, there's Bobby Jaggers, his name is, and Dutch Mantel. All these men have proven themselves in the past. Big names in wrestling. Now they've come to the hub of all NWA wrestling, Jim Crockett Promotion. And they're going to see how they can fare. And I've run into them in the past many times. And they are all tough. They all have the credentials that prove themselves. But you come out, you people. You still got time. Jump in your car. Come on down to the stadium. See Great American Bash. See nephew Nikita defeat Magnum TA for United States heavyweight title.
Okay, now we'd like to take a look at the Russians in action, in six-man action right now. Ivan Koloff, Nikita Koloff, and Krutcher Khrushchev. And gentlemen, if you will, comment on this match with me, if you would, about the Russians. You know how awesome they are in six-man competition. Let's take a look at that match. In this six-man match, it's Ivan, Nikita.
So how about this studio commentary? That wasn't done from the podium.
Right.
Talk me through how this was put together to the best of your recollection.
To the best of my recollection, we taped these matches obviously during another TV taping, and without commentary, because they wanted us to, they wanted them to commentate on it. And we did these from the studio, from the TBS. Actually, I'm going to say that I think that we actually had the set in Charlotte at that time.
That looked like, in my head, I thought that's probably backstage.
Right, backstage
at the office, right?
At the office, right. And so that's where we did that from, and we just commentated over some extra matches that we had taped. Today they would be known as AEW Dark. Right. Other matches that weren't a part of the regular card. So that's kind of what happened there. And I wanted
to ask something. I don't mean to cut you off, but you said they wanted, and you said let's get specific on that. In this era, were you sort of pitching ideas from a production standpoint? Like, hey, what if, or how about if we, or is that simply something that David or Jimmy would have brought to you and you always just sort of followed orders? Or could you throw in 2 cents at this point and say, hey, what if?
No, I never threw in 2 cents. I'm still very much a rookie here, and,
but you did that in WCW too, right? I mean, you were coughing on roller skates. You didn't give a fuck what happened with the promotion. Just, pay me and I'm going to do as little work as possible and get on out of here.
Well, no, pay me. I'm going to do as much work as you need. And I'm going to get out of here. So anyway, where the fuck was I?
You were talking about production. Listen, I like the idea here of showing these matches and having the boys help you commentate.
Yeah, I do too. This is
not what Tommy's wearing. Tommy's not wearing his normal outfit here as referee.
I know. Look at that. He put a patch on a shirt. I guess they approved it. And there you go. Also, this is probably, I got to thinking about this because, the Road Warrior one went long.
Way too long.
Way too long. And, really, the Flair one was a little bit long, too. He ended up doing a promo at the end of it, as what we know a promo. But this was probably the first, maybe the only time, but I know it was the first time that I really did an interview on this show.
Where you're talking, not just holding the mic.
That's right. My interview style was, and really is today with AEW, let's bring in the world champion.
And you're a human mic stand at that
point. Exactly. But here, I'm asking questions, and these questions were off the cuff.
Right.
I didn't have any scripts or anything like that to go by. They just wanted me to fill time, and I pretty much knew what to say, what to ask. And so I think they were a little bit long. I really pop every time they always say Tony Schiavone. They say my entire name.
Well, you're a mark for yourself, and you love when people say your name.
Okay, no. Again, I think I'll say it now for the third time. You a fucking lie.
Okay.
Okay.
Why do you get so angry with me? Why do you speak in anger?
Well, I speak in anger because you a lie.
But
I hate when people lie.
I thought we were friends or whatever.
Then stop lying.
How am I lying?
You a lie.
You don't like when people say your name?
I'm not a mark for myself. No.
Oh, well, what's wrong? So you're not proud of what you've done in your career?
I'm proud of what I've done.
Why are you so offended by the word mark? Everyone listening to this, and especially everyone recording this, is a mark.
But not for themselves.
Well, did you buy those earrings because you didn't want to stand out on TV?
I bought those earrings because I've always wanted to have earrings. And coming pretty soon, a fucking tattoo. How does that fucking sound?
You still going to let Gallows do it?
No, I'm not going to let Gallows. He doesn't have a shop anymore. Does he?
Well, what does that matter? He's got the kit.
Oh, that's great. I got the kit. Let's go out and do a poolside at Gallows' house.
Oh, so you're too good to let Gallows tattoo you now?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm going to send him a clip of this, and he's going to put a big boot. you know, the dangle. That's his name now.
Yeah, the dangle.
He's got the dangling shits. You know about that?
The dangling shits?
Yeah.
Mm.
Doc Dangling Gallows. You don't know about this?
Yes, I do know about it. That's how he was announced the other night. Yeah, but
earring, and he's got his little spinny thing and his beard like he likes it. And
right.
I mean, I think you should let him. Have you seen his tattoos? A lot of those he does himself. He'll just get home, start drawing on his arm and shit.
Stop it. He at one time had a tattoo shop, which he no longer has, I understand. Is that correct?
Yes.
So if I want to get a tattoo, I'm going to go into a tattoo shop and get a tattoo done.
Here's my question. Would you go with him? To a shop? But
yes, I would.
The Painted Gypsy in Conyers, Georgia.
Painted Gypsy? Is that the name of it?
That was the name of his store.
Yeah, but it's no longer there.
I don't believe so. Not a lot of businesses that were opened by wrestlers make it. I don't know that you knew that.
I know there's a lot of businesses, thanks to COVID, that didn't make it anyway.
I don't think his was there pre-COVID.
Okay.
I believe someone ripped him off and stole his gear.
I understand.
So now Kenny Omega went and gave them a knee strike to the head. Why are we doing this?
The trigger.
Hey. Or as you call everything, I saw this great clip of you on Botchamania just mispronouncing every move.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Canadian Destroyer. And it was a Death Valley Driver.
Oh, okay.
And then you go, Death Valley Driver. You know, listen, guys, that move has a name.
Okay.
That was
Hey, I'm learning. Okay.
Oh, God.
I'm learning all this.
I feel strongly that saving money is important. You know, if it's not something we worry about now, boy, we are really going to worry about it later. And I want to help you get out of debt faster and do it with cheaper monthly payments. I'm talking to you if you're in a 30-year loan. Now is the time to take years off of your loan. We're routinely helping our listeners cut 5, 10, even 15 years off their loan. And you can do this without perfect credit with no money out of pocket. You've just got to start at savewithconrad.com. Oh my God, look at this set. Let's track it.
Paul Jones and you're laughing. Personally, I think this is that was quite horrible the way you and your guys conducted yourselves.
Well, when you get the job done, you can sit back and relax and laugh about a lot of things.
Yeah, but it's how you got the job done.
Listen.
That's the question. How you got the job done.
It doesn't matter how you get it done as long as you get it done. And you know what's so funny is months and months now, Valiant gets up and said, Paul Jones, you're going to be a ball-headed geek. You're going to be a ball-headed geek. And here it is. It gets down to the wire, down to the nitty-gritty. And who's a ball-headed geek? Jimmy Valiant. I mean, this is not only getting the job done. That is not everything.
Well, Paul,
what everything, don't interrupt me. What everything is he's out of my hair. And
Okay, Paul Jones along with Bill Apter of Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
You're like, fuck this. We got to get out of that.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at savewithconrad.com.